Every morning always starts with the new blessings. My enthusiastic morning wishes to all the dignitaries and participants who have joined here. May this day be filled with good thoughts, kind people, and happy moments. We warm welcome you all for online faculty development program on e-vehicles, challenges and opportunities in future India, sponsored by AICTE Training and Learning Academy, conducted by Department of Mechanical Engineering, RMK College of Engineering and Technology. Before we will have a traditional lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to secular fabric of our nation. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity as sunlight expels the darkness of night. Similarly, blessings bring in our life prosperity and happiness. Let us start the program with lighting the Kuttuvelakku and prayer song in an animated form. May this light and prayer will give us a best day ahead. Let me introduce our professor and head. Dr. M. Balasubramaniam has 22 years of teaching experience, including 8 years of research experience. He has published more than 80 articles in referred journals. He has obtained various research projects and seminar grants from various funding agencies across India to a tune of 40 lakhs. He has also interacted with Hyundai Motors India Limited, and the company has presented an i20 car for the benefit of student community. Two of his articles were ranked among the top 50 articles in Science Direct. He has his H-index of 20 and I-index of 27. He has 2 patents to his credit and published 3 patents. Now I request Dr. M. Balasubramanian sir, Professor and Head, to deliver the welcome address. Please, sir.
Thank you, Ashok Kumar sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Very good morning to one and all present here. Our respected chief guest for today's program, Sri Prashant Parani, Head Haritha Technologies, Principal, our Dean, Coordinator Dr. C. Bibin, Co-Coordinators Mr. R. Ashok Kumar, Dr. S. Gopinath, heads of various departments, colleagues, and participants from various institutions. Once again, good morning to all. It is my pleasure to render the welcome address. This program on electric vehicles is the second program we are organizing. The response to the previous program was great. I welcome the chief guest, Sri Prashant Kumar Palani, who agreed to be the chief guest for this program. Our motto is to make faculty aware of the electric vehicle technology in detail. Thereby, the same will be communicated to the student community. For this to happen, speakers play a vital role. At this point, I should appreciate Dr. C. Bibin, coordinator of the program, who have made great initiative in inviting eminent speakers across India and abroad from premier institutions who are specialists in the area of electric vehicles. The talk of the global society in the present scenario is electric vehicles. With the depletion of the Earth's ozone layer, shortage of oil supply becoming an issue, we have had to look at alternative fuel vehicles that will not harm the environment, but will still provide us with a reliable source of transportation. Compared to gasoline-powered vehicles, electric vehicles are considered to be 97% cleaner because electric vehicles produce no emissions. There are no requirements for electric vehicle owners to ever take in their vehicle to an emission testing facility for an emission inspection. Another factor that makes these vehicles so clean is that since they don't use half of the parts that a gasoline-powered vehicles does, they are not at risk of shedding any worn-out radiators, hoses, fuel filters, etc., to be dumped in our overcrowded landfills and leaking contaminated oil into our water supply, killing plant and animal life. Exceptionally quiet, electric vehicles produce no noise pollution. Electric vehicles can run during hot days, cold days, at night, and can accelerate or remain idle and not produce any pollution. Electric vehicles use will increase and our environment will become much nicer. Electric cars, despite their good for the environment image, create far more of a problem than leaded gas cars and unleaded gas cars. Also, if a larger number of electric cars are produced, the demand for lead for batteries will surge, requiring more lead to be mined. Manufacture needs to be halted until an alternative, safer power source is found. These rules out current alternatives such as nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride batteries, which are also highly toxic and far more expensive. Researchers speculate that lithium polymer technologies may eventually be used. According to the researchers' analysis, about 15% of an electric vehicle's totally environmental burden comes from manufacturing, maintaining and disposing of the lithium-ion battery. Most of these costs, about 50%, stem from mining and manufacturing the copper and aluminum used in the battery and its connecting cables. Extracting the necessary lithium produces only 2.3% of the battery's total environmental footprint. When the vehicles charged upon electricity from coal-fired plants alone, their total environmental impact increases by 13%, but it drops to 40% when the electricity comes solely from hydropower. Overall, electric vehicles are starting to change the way people think about it. With advancement of battery technology and alternative fuels, these vehicles are producing fewer emissions, going further than ever before. We need to start relying on these technologies to start reducing our carbon footprint. As the years continue to pass, these vehicles are going to start changing the way we live and operate in society. Hence, this program will ignite the importance of alternate energy for the future generation through our teachers. At this juncture, I thank all the participants who have made their mind to register for this program and gain knowledge with respect to electric vehicles. Once again, I thank our chief guest for accepting our invitation for inaugurating the session in spite of his official schedule. At the end of this FDP, I guarantee that all the participants will acquire ample knowledge and good memories. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. C. Bibin has published more than 50 articles in various international journals. He has organized many sponsored programs such as workshops, seminars, and conferences. Now I request Dr. C. Bibin, Associate Professor and FDP Coordinator, to brief about this FDP. Please, sir.
Thank you, Ashok Kumar, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Respected Principal, sir. Respected Dean, sir. Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Mr. Prashant Kumar Payani, Head Haridwar Technologies. Respected HODs, faculty members, FDP coordinators, and dear participants, good morning to one and all. First, I wish to thank our beloved Chairman, sir, and beloved Vice Chairman, sir, for having given permission and facilities to arrange this online 5 days faculty development program. I thank the ATAL Academy for having accorded permission to organize this FDP through online mode. I thank our principal, who is the source of inspiration for all of us. His constant encouragement and professionalism made us to host events like this without difficulty. I would like to express my gratitude to our Dean Research for his overwhelming support in all aspects. I extend my thanks to our HOD for guiding and motivating us in each and every part of this event. I should thank Mr. Prashant Kumar Parani for accepting our invitation to inaugurate this FDP and subsequently to deliver the speech on problem statements for research in electric vehicle domain. With this, let me move on to brief about FDP. The title of the program is Electric Vehicle Challenges and Opportunities in Future India. Electric vehicle is a prominent solution of fuel crisis and environmental pollution for global transportation sector. According to the Prime Minister's vision, by 2030, India will adopt 100% electric vehicle transportation system. Most of the automobile companies switch over to electric vehicles for a cleaner and sustainable alternative. There is a surging demand for skilled force in electric vehicle technologies. In this context, we as engineers and academicians become well versed in the art of designing and developing EV technology. The objective of this 5-day program is to inculcate the fundamentals of electric vehicle that will certainly help to overcome the natural and synthetic fuel crisis as well the depletion of the environment. The program is designed to provide the state-of-the-art trends and advancement in electric vehicles. It will enable them to promote industry and institute collaboration by working on the current research problem. The participant will be introduced to fundamentals of electric vehicles, components such as battery, drives, controllers used in electric vehicles, and develop the understanding of how to use optimization techniques such as artificial intelligence and machine learning to improve the features of EV. The participant will be trained with hands-on approach in order to have in-depth insight into domain of automobile and expose them to feasibility and future scope of EV. To get more updation in these areas, we have invited resource persons from leading industries, academic institutions, and R&D centers. We have planned these 5 days online FDP, which covers almost all topics starting from BMS to artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are trying to cover thermal management systems for lithium-ion battery, battery charging, electric motor, PMSM controller, simulation, EV component, and recent technologies. Another challenging area, smart grid and EV interaction also to be discussed. We have included AI and machine learning as it is going to play an important role in automobile industries. Volkswagen is planning to increase its production by 30% in the next 5 years by implementing AI and machine learning. That's the reason we have included machine learning in this FD. Resource persons are from Haridwar Technologies, Renault Nissan, IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, NIT Trichy, NIT Calicut, NIT Nagaland, and Konkan University, Thailand. We have received overwhelming response from participants of 21 states across the country. 200 participants registered for this FDP. I thank all the participants for registering. I hope this 5 days FDP will impart you in new area of multidisciplinary. I wish you all the best. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. The primary role of the head in any academic institution is to lead, manage, and develop the institution and ensure it to bring the highest possible standard of excellence in all its activities. A person who fulfilled all these essentials and gave his exertive contribution to the progress of the institution as well as management of RNKCET. Let me introduce our principal, Dr. K. Ramar, has 34 years of teaching experience, including 29 years of research experience. He has served as principal in leading institutions for more than 8 years. His extensive research experience has produced 45 PhDs so far and 5 scholars are pursuing PhD. He has published more than 130 research articles in international journals. He has published 3 textbooks to his credit. He has obtained research grants from funding agencies like DST, DRDO, worth of 14.41 lakhs and 19.2 lakhs respectively. He has received 20 grants and he has organized several FDPs, international conference and seminar. He had visited Malaysia, Japan and China upon receiving the travel grant from TNS, CST, AICTE and DST. He has acted as an affiliation committee member in Anna University and Manomyam Sundarnath University. He also a member of Board of Studies of Anna University, PSC College of Technology and Coimbatore Institute of Technology. Now I request our principal sir, Dr. K. Ramar, to deliver the inaugural address. Please sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ashok Kumar sir. Am I audible?
Yes sir.
Okay. Respected Chief Justice today's program, Mr. Prashant Kumar Palani, Head Automated Homo Location, Haritha Technology Coimbatore. Most respected our Dean, Dr. Shivaram, the Head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Paulo Subramanian, the coordinator of the program, Dr. Bibin, the co-coordinators, Dr. Ashok Kumar, Dr. Gobinath, and other process of the department, the participants from across our country, and participants from our own institution. Very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I'd like to thank the organizers of the meeting, the program, for giving me this opportunity to deliver the inaugural address. First and foremost, I thank our management, our chairman and vice chairman, for giving all sort of permission to conduct this type of program. And I thank our advisor and dean, our Dr. Sivaram sir, for giving full guidance for all our activities in our campus. Thank you, sir. Dear participants, we used to encourage our faculty members to apply more grant, both research and seminar grant and faculty development program grant. I'm very happy to say that the mechanical department is very active and they are submitting more number of proposals across our country, both state and central government agencies. I'm very happy to say that from this academic year, from this FTP is sanctioned by ATAL, AICTE-ATAL, for conduct 5 days program. And other two programs like under IAC scheme, Mentors and Mentee program, AICTE is sanctioned 2 lakhs for this scheme. And another one to visit tunnel at Himachal Pradesh, AICTE again sanctioned the to mechanical department. So I wholeheartedly I and congratulate all faculty members headed by Dr. Paulo Subramanian and Dr. Bibin for getting ATAL FTP, Dr. Devan and Dr. Gobinath for getting the mentors and the mentee program and other program like visiting the tunnel. So my hearty congratulations and thank you all for the mechanical department for submitting more number of proposals and getting the fund. On behalf of the management and chairman, vice chairman, advisor and our dean, I congratulate you first of all. So keep it up, and in future also we'll get more number of grant for our campus. This is a real credit for the department and individual faculty member. Congratulations. The participants across our country, I came to know through Bibin, more than 200 participants. I appreciate because this is an eye-opener for any program when you're attending. I came to know that the leading institution from IIT, NIT, the faculty members are going to handle the sessions. So definitely it will be eye-opener for fresh researchers, or you may get knowledge and intent you can deliver to your faculty members and students in the current topic like charging e-vehicle opportunity challenges and opportunities in future India. This is a good topic. Now, when you are compared with the conventional vehicle like using the diesel or petrol, we are spending more time. But in the electric vehicle and also in the conventional vehicle, the emission is more that it will pollute the environment throughout. But when you are using electric vehicle, definitely the emission is zero and there is no pollution at all. So, and the only drawback, the charging capacity, the minimum distance it may travel. I request the mechanical faculty members to invent the more chargeable the battery, and we can establish then and there like petrol tank. We can establish the charging center whenever we go, like filling gases. The transporter may fill the charging the battery and they can drive. So and it could be a very useful one. So this type of program will definitely lead an idea, will give an idea, an innovation idea for taking the further step of electric vehicles. So in future, we have to invent more number, we have to produce more number of electric vehicle with less cost and it will travel more range. But according to literature, I come to know from up to 110 kilometers per hour. So that it will be increased in future also. Definitely, it will a wonderful future for this e-vehicle. I thank again once again the mechanical department for taking the current need of the topic like electric vehicle and challenges and opportunities in future India. This is a current need for us. So thank you all. I thank the participants for visiting our AICTE-ATAL FDP. I request all the participants please attend the ATAL FDP in whole all 5 days. Definitely will get an idea. So with this, I wish this 5 days ATAL FDP a grand success. Once again, I thank our management and advisor and the dean sir and head of the department, Balasipuran, the coordinators of the program for giving me the opportunity to deliver the inaugural address. Hereby, I inaugurate the ATAL FDP from 20th September to 24th September of in our college. So wish you all the best. And also I thank Gobinath sir for giving a wonderful the lighting Kuthuvalakku in the Kuthuvalakku. So I got a congratulations for him. Nowadays everything is online. So he has given very good the elevation for Kuthuvalakku. Thank you all. So thanks all the participants. So wish you all the best. Once again I thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our Dean Research is entrusted with an important duty of nurturing research ambience in the campus and promoting multidisciplinary research. He also maintaining high academic and research standards of the college. His motivation provides a rich intellectual environment for collaborative research among faculty and students from various fields. Let me introduce our Dean Research, Dr. K. Sivaram, has an immense blend of industrial as well as teaching experience. A long industrial R&D experience that spans over a period of 26 years and has a stint in teaching for more than 19 years. When he was head of R&D in HMT Limited, Central Metal Forming Institute in Hyderabad, he was involved in design, development, manufacture and supply of several tooling and process for defense, railway, petroleum refineries, etc. He has visited Germany, Switzerland, England, USA, Canada, Japan and South Korea for industrial and research assignments under United Nations Development Program. He has organized several seminars, short courses and continuing educational programs for industries all over the country and also a member of BAS Committee on Metal Forming Machine Tools. He has served as principal for engineering colleges more than 15 years. He was a member of Anna University Academic Council during 2006 to 2008. He has received Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan National Award for the Best Engineering College Principal by ISTE in 2011. Now, I request our Dean Sir, Dr. K. Sivaram, to felicitate the gathering. Please, sir.
Very good morning to all the participants on today's program. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Firstly, let me extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Prashant Kumar, for accepting to deliver the first lecture, participate during the inaugural function, and also deliver the first lecture to all the participants. The topic which has been selected by our Department of Mechanical Engineering is really very, very current and high priority area for the Government of India. It's a very important field where, as the HOD of Mechanical explained, that first thing is environment pollution, the depletion of ozone layer. So how this will have zero pollution and hence all the ozone layer will be preserved at least. I mean, if the whole global, every transport becomes electric, then it will be the best solution possible. As far as India is concerned, India is the 5th largest car producer in the world. More than 30% of the new vehicles, it is predicted that more than 30% of the new vehicle sales in India will be electric by 2030, even though we want to reach the 100% level, but this is what is the projection which is given. More than 30% is going to be electric vehicle by 2030. And the electric vehicle market could be worth around 14.42 lakhs crores if the country were to achieve this by 2030. And the amount of expenditure which will be involved, or the investment which is required, will be around 12.5 lakh crores for the same. This is again by a study by Center for Energy Finance. So this is what is predicted, and this much of investment is required during the next 10 years possibly. And electric vehicles, as I said, the main advantage is control of pollution. But in addition to that, it is easy to automate these vehicles. It is easier for autonomous driving options, personalized smart assistant solutions, and 5G enabled transportation. So all these are easier in electric vehicles compared to the other gasoline engines which are there now. And also the maintenance cost, if you take, it's only about 75 to 80%. It is 75 to 80% cheaper compared to the normal gasoline vehicle. So it is really a very, very high priority area. And I hope all of you will have a very, very fruitful interaction during the next 5 days. So that is one important thing whenever we meet for a webinar or an FDP of such magnitude, because it is going all over India, and many participants are there from various states of India. That is one very, very heartening thing. And in fact, this kind of online conferences and webinars, what we are organizing for the past 1.5 years, has proved to be, I mean, it is very popular among all the institutions, and the participation is quite high compared to the earlier method of conducting seminars. So this is a very, very useful trend, and I think we will, at least for these kind of FDPs and all, if we continue this online FDPs, it will have a better reach all over. So I really congratulate all the organizers for selecting such a wonderful topic. And also we have to definitely acknowledge and AICTE for sponsoring this under the ATAL program. So with this, I would say that the next 5 days, make it a very, very positive interaction. At the end of it, there should be a lot of outcomes from this, probably, which can be published also, the outcome of this FDP. So wish you all the best, and wish you all a wonderful and fruitful interaction during the next 5 days. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity given to me.
Thank you, sir. Our professor, Dr. P.K. Devan, has published more than 50 articles in referred journals. He has 2 patents to his credit and published 4 patents. Currently, he is the in charge for EDC, IIC, and IPR. He has received a grant of 2 lakhs from IIC for mentoring various institutions. He has organized many sponsored programs such as FDPs, workshops, seminars, and conferences. So we have here Dr. P.K. Devan, Professor, to introduce our chief guest. Please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ashok Kumar, sir. Very good morning to one and all present here. It's my pleasure and privilege and honor to introduce today's chief guest, Mr. Prashant Kumar Parani, to the August gathering. Mr. Prashant Kumar Parani is the head of automotive homologation, AICTE Technologies. He is a master's graduate in vehicle engineering and transport management from Central Institute of Road Transport, Pune. Currently, he is responsible for the electric vehicle and component level homologation assignments. Prior to this, he led the design and development team of Jascon Energy Private Limited, building electric vehicles and lithium battery packs for automotive and non-automotive applications. Mr. Prashant Kumar has also worked as a mechanical design engineer at Mercedes-Benz Research and Development India Limited, Bangalore, in the area of automatic transmission and drivetrain design. He received his spark in automotive electronics with his association with the Device Electronics Private Limited, Pune, in his initial point of his career. He holds various certifications in the area of electric mobility from many Indian and international organizations like DENSO, TUV, SUD, SAE, AR, AI, etc. Apart from his works, he is also very closely working with the skill development initiatives in association with Indian skill development organizations like ASDC and TSDC. He also serves as an active member of Electric Vehicle Expert Group of ASDC, New Delhi. Till date, he has trained 1,000 plus engineering students, faculties, and industry professionals in various automotive verticals. So I take this opportunity to appreciate Dr. C. Bibin, coordinator of this ATAL FDP, and co-coordinators Mr. Ashok Kumar and Dr. Gopinath for taking tireless effort in making this 5 days FDP useful to all the participants. The title they have chosen is very need of the hour, and as speakers mentioned, it is the very essential need from the environment and pollutant point of view. So we have chosen the very apt person to inaugurate this FDP, and subsequently he is going to deliver the lecture on electric vehicles. So in the previous FDPs also he has delivered. His lecture was overwhelmingly supported by participants who have gathered across the country. So we have the right persons for delivering and inaugurating this FDP, and subsequent sessions are also going to be handled by experts in this field. IITs, NITs, and foreign experts and industrial experts are going to deliver the lectures in various topics as mentioned by FDP coordinator. So once again, I congratulate all the coordinators and the participants for joining this 5 days FDP. I hopeful at the end of the program, everyone will take away more inputs regarding electric vehicle, and there are a lot of research opportunities in this field, in the battery management or the thermal cooling of the batteries and weight reduction of the batteries and fuel consumption, hybrid. If you are going for hybrid, the fuel consumption related issues. So there are a lot of areas to do the research, and those who are doing the research work can gain more knowledge and they can interact with the experts so that they can possibly come out with the good problem statement and solution for the same also. So once again, I wish you all the participants and the coordinators for the wonderful sessions ahead, and I pray for better luck for all the participants. Thank you for the opportunity given. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our chief guest, Mr. Prashant Kumar Parani, Head Haritha Technologies, to deliver the chief guest address. Please, sir.
Yeah. So good morning, everyone. I hope my voice is audible to everyone. So
Yes,
good
sir.
morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I can understand it is a big blessing for me today to share the dais with such a big people, from a different background. Here I can see all doctorates from different background and some top institutions as well. And I feel it's my privilege, and I can feel it's a kind of a blessing from the God for me to share this dais, as a to inaugurate this particular faculty development program. So I think the topic is very clear for everyone that it's electric vehicle challenges and opportunities. So very clearly mentioned. So that's really true, right? This electric vehicle system, it has a lot of challenges, and I can really feel that it is not going to be a very easy journey for the whole world, right? Because this particular electric vehicle shift, it is a fundamental shift. It's a fundamental shift in our mobility, how we are going to move in the coming years. And so what kind of technology we are going to utilize for our mobility, right? So that shift, a fundamental shift, is happening in the whole mobility. And if we look at the Indian ecosystem, right? The Indian ecosystem on this electric vehicle domain. I can remember, in 2005 and like around 2005, 2010, we had companies like Reva Electric, and in Coimbatore we had these companies like Ampere, who are initiating this electric vehicle journey. But at that time, we know everything has a time, right? Time to do that. So even this electric mobility also, even though it was initiated before 2010 also itself in India, and globally it was there even in 1800s, electric vehicles were there, right? We can see all over the world, electric vehicles were there even before 1850s, but still it has a time. So there is a time where the technology will get evolved to meet all the demands, and I think this is the right time now. So now we can see a complete shift happening, right, on the whole ecosystem. And one of the thing I want to bring into this address is the initiatives by the government of India, right? So here right now on this electric mobility journey, there are a lot of things, a lot of initiatives being done by government of India. Some of the initiatives are going good. Some of the initiatives are not giving expected results. But yes, there are so many initiatives taken by the government of India. For example, one of the initiative is the FAME 2 subsidy, right? So I think everyone know that electric vehicles have subsidy from the central government of India. So we have the subsidy is based upon the battery pack capacity. So for every kilowatt of battery pack in an electric vehicle, rupees 15,000 has been announced by government of India as a subsidy, right? So whoever purchases electric vehicle, either it is a two-wheeler, either it is a passenger car, or either it is a light duty commercial vehicle, whatever it may be, the subsidy is being announced by the government. So I believe everyone are aware about it, and I think that is very clear because recently, last 2 days before, I think people might be knowing about the launch of the Ola electric scooter, right? So within 2 days, they have sold almost 1,100 crore, almost 80,000 bookings. 80,000 bookings in 2 days of a scooter launch. Have you people ever imagined that such a booking can happen for an electric vehicle scooter, right? So what is clear is that Indians, if there is a good product, if a product meets their requirements, obviously we can the amount of the expectations, right? More than the expectations, we can see the results, outcomes. So this is what from the Ola electric scooters booking rate, it is very clearly visible that there is a huge demand for electric vehicle. People are interested to purchase electric vehicle, but the only thing is a right product, right? So a right product means it has to solve almost all the problems of a customer, a minimum a good range, a good safety aspects on the vehicle, and it should also cover good performance attributes. So all these way, all these things make a good vehicle, right? Not only a scooter, but also a passenger car or any other electric vehicle. So I think the time is right now. The time has come where an electric vehicle gets all its attributes, meeting the requirements of the customer. At the same time, this adds also additional challenges like skill development challenges. Today, almost 90 percentage of the skills needed, for this electric mobility is not present in the students, among the students or the people coming out of the institutions. So there is a strong demand, a strong push needed towards skill development activities. So I think this is a kind of an activity, where we are going to bring up the skills and knowledge to the faculty, and from there we are going to transfer the skills to the students. So these kind of initiatives will definitely benefit not only the faculties, but in turn, finally, it is going to end up benefiting the students only, right? So I really thank the whole team, the organizing team, for giving me an opportunity to share the dais today with all these renowned people from different background. So I believe, I will add some valuable content today in my presentation, and I hope I'll be able to answer questions from your side as well. Feel free to ask any questions. So I really pray for the success of this whole FDP program.
Thank you, sir. Now we have a short virtual visit to our RMK group of institutions.
If engineering is your dream, then success follows you when you choose the right place to set the foundation for your future. RMK Group of Engineering Institutions. Think of a place with ideas that have replaced passive classrooms. A vibrant culture of quest for learning and living life to the fullest. Highly celebrated teaching community that also mentors leaders in action. A vast 24/7 digital knowledge repository imparting competitive edge. An adaptive curriculum to suit practical, real-world needs. A visionary management, connected and working close with all stakeholders to write the institution's success stories and history. Over 25 years of molding successful professionals in their respective fields. An enriching bond that lasts all through your life. This is the foundation and beyond for your complete education. We are RMK.
Thank you, sir. Dr. S. Gopinath has published more than 20 articles in referred journals. He has organized many sponsored programs such as workshops, seminars, and conferences. So we have here Dr. S. Gopinath, Assistant Professor, to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, sir.
I respected Mr. Prasant Kumar Palani sir, Principal sir, Dean sir, HODs, and faculty members from various institutions and industries. Good morning, one and all present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. It's my inbound duty to express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Chairman Sir, Vice Chairman Sir for having extended their fullest support to inaugurate this AICTE-ATAL sponsored online FDP Grant 1. I am extremely grateful to our beloved Principal Sir for his moral support and guidance for this program. Thank you, Sir. I really thankful to our beloved Dean Sir for his moral support and direction for this program. Thank you, Sir. I extend my sincere thanks to our HOD who has guided and supported in all the process to make this event successful. Thank you, Sir. I also thank Professor Dr. P.K. Devan for his support and showing the pathway for this ATAL FDP. Thank you, Sir. I extend my sincere thanks to our coordinator, Dr. C. Bibin, who has always been a source of strength and support to all of us. Thank you, sir. I also thank the resource person and chief guest, Mr. Prashant Kumar Palani, for his wonderful address. Thank you, sir. I thank all the faculty members of Mechanical Engineering Department for their involvement in making this event successful. Thank you all. We have been fortunate to have a renowned identity from academics, industry, and other areas. I am very thankful to the entire participants as well as the sponsor for this FDP. I am sure that our college will continue to get a significant provision from diverse groups in future. I also extend my sincere thanks to all the head of the departments and invitees who have come to be a part of this auspicious moment to grace this inauguration at Grant 1. Last but not least, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the FDP co-coordinators, team members for their kind cooperation. Once again, I thank you all. I wish you all for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. At this juncture, we have successfully inaugurated the AICTE-ATAL sponsored 5 days online faculty development program on e-vehicles, challenges and opportunities in future India. The first session will be handled by our chief guest, Mr. Prashant Kumar Palani. All the participants are requested to stay in the same link. Now I request Mr. Prashant Kumar Palani sir to take over the session. Please, sir.